A very good afternoon to all of you. And I must say good afternoon to all humans who are sitting here. Maybe surprised why I'm using this word human. We have forgotten to become human beings. We have forgotten that we are humans. We have left behind compassion. We have left behind care. We have left behind sensibilities and to live with our five senses. We have far left behind how to feel ourselves, how to feel life. And all that is because of the millions and millions of years of educational life, millions and millions of education system that we have formed. I would always say that education begins at home. Matra devo bhava, pitra devo bhava, acharya devo bhava. And so, what are we doing is a question, is a thought that all of us have to think. We are running a rat race of competition. We are setting goals, we are setting targets, wonderful. We have got our ambitions, we have got our desires. And what are our goals? That in 10 years I will be a CEO like Sundar Pichai. I'll be a wonderful fashion designer like Manish Malhotra. Where is my potential? Where is my talent? Where am I? I'm always using the word like. I'm a Xerox copy. I have lost my originality. And today's education system, I'm part of it, please. 35 years in education, I'm also part and responsible for it. And today's education system has given us this, that we are Xerox copies. We need to have a psychological revolution and a change in the education system. And what has been education till today? Education till today has not given us autonomy. What is autonomy? Autonomy is the innate need, psychological need of a human being, freedom. From freedom comes responsibility. We have stopped being responsible to ourselves, stopped being responsible to our lives, and that is what is lacking, and autonomy is lacking. We have lecture methods. We do not have interactive methods. Each one is compartmentalized and mass production is happening. Education is in an industrial age even today. We do not know how to pursue hobbies, interests, and neither are we passionate about something. Thank you for telling that I am passionate about education. I am. I have been so passionate about my learners. About 25,000 learners have gone through my hands so far. And everyone, with a keen eye, we observe, we listen, we take feedback. My learners came back to me and they told me, Madam, what is this curriculum that you are doing? When we go out into the world, it is not helping us. And so within the non-autonomous education system, we try to give something to do with the new generation skill sets that are required. Education is in an industrial age and we need to change it. What have we done with education? We have developed intellectually. Where is our emotion quotient gone? The maths, the science, the languages, everything we learn, social sciences, history, geography, Hindi, Marathi, everything we learn. And it has developed us theoretically. We cannot apply them in our daily lives. And we have also lost the confidence in knowing ourselves. and intellectual development is so much over the years that we have reached a saturation point intellectually. There is nothing more to develop intellectually, because even we have developed robots and humanoids. And what are the robots and humanoids doing? They have taken our place. On the table of a child, you have a robot saying, "Good morning, please get up, it's time to get up." Gone are the days when a mother says good morning, hugs the child, and says, "Please get up, the sun is rising." So humanoids are waiters. You have waiters in humanoids in restaurants. You have NASA having robots doing their work. What is we to do? Where are we? Only entertainment? We will have only the entertainment field left for us, and that too will get bored very fast. So what have we to do now? We need to develop a human quotient. We need to develop our emotional quotient, and that is the radical change that we have to create in our life, in education. Because this intellectual development has created conflicts in our mind. Look at the competition around. The competitions have given rise to coaching classes. Children are not going to coaching classes, or you collegians are not going to coaching classes because you want to. Not because you don't have the inner resource to study, but it is the peer pressure, the pressure of the environment that is making all of us run to coaching class. We don't want to be left behind. But unfortunately, friends, we need to realize when we are born in this universe, the universe has brought us into this world because we have a place in this universe. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been here. Every one of us have got a place. Because we want to be like somebody else, we are aping somebody else, we are not giving ourselves the chance to lead our own life, and that is creating conflict, competition, jealousy, envy. All this is coming simply because of the intellectual development. Therefore, we need to have a radical change. We need to create an educational system where skills, attitudes, behaviors, and values are available. Schools, from the age of 2.5, we need to develop. Till the age of 8, you can develop a brain. After that, everything is set for you, automatic. The body is so wonderful. And so we need to have communication and collaboration as the first skill set. Collaboration, we are isolated in ourselves. We don't want to share. We are scared to share because somebody else will take away what we want and what we have. So we need to teach from the age of 2.5 to collaborate. Team building is so important. That is the need of the hour, the need of education. We cannot live in isolation anymore. We need to have entrepreneurship skills. Entrepreneurship does not mean everybody starts an industry. Entrepreneurship means taking responsibility of the role that you are doing. Leading that role completely, taking ownership of that is entrepreneurship. We need to be resourceful. And with all this, you will have creativity and imagination. An empty mind will create. A mind which is full of conflict cannot create. So we need creativity and imagination. We need reflection to think what we are, to think about our actions, to do what we are doing. These are the skill sets that are required, and along with that, behaviors, attitudes, empathy, respect for diversity, very important. If we don't respect diversity, the geographical divisions, which have become global divisions now, will intensify. Because we don't respect diversity, we have created atom bombs that are destroying us. We are using it to destroy us and not for productivity. Anything that we are creating, we are using it to destroy us. So we respect diversity. then we have global citizenship. Otherwise, it's only a theory. So we have to respect diversity, we have to respect ourselves. And how will all that happen? We need to have a psychological revolution, empty our mind. Our education is memory-based. Can the education teach us that technological memory is required to go to some place, to learn to drive a car, to have a bath, to know myself? Technological. We need it. I want to know who my parents are, who my siblings are, who my friends are. Technological. But why am I creating psychological garbage in my mind? Why am I storing memories and images of people who have had an action that I don't approve of? Can I allow people to be? Can I accept them as they are? That is respect to ourselves and to one another. And that is something which education has to teach us. And knowing the self, the ultimate aim of education is to know oneself. To know oneself, I'm not talking spiritual. Just to know what is my potential. Human beings have divine, infinite strength inside them. Nothing is impossible in the dictionary. I always tell my students who are in front of me, learn, nothing is impossible. Everything is possible, only you have to apply your mind to it. And believe you me, I'm talking out of experience. Experiences I have gone through these few months, it's simply the mind that has worked to give me an inner strength and an inner integrity to say that everything is possible in life. You can turn the tide of your life only if you have your mind applied. And that is the strength that education must give, to know yourself, to know what you are. And then if you know what you are, you will also know the consciousness of others. It is so simple. We humans have the same consciousness. We have the same fears. We have the same anxieties. We are all insecure in our life. We don't know what is going to happen to us tomorrow. So why are we afraid of others? Why are we afraid and why are we insecure of others when they are also going through the same fears, anxieties, etc., in life? All of us, the human consciousness is one, and that is what education must teach. And how? They will have to start. You will not believe it. Communication and collaboration is a wonderful tool that can begin as a curriculum from 2.5 till you are alive. To know yourself, that's a wonderful tool. And that is how the schools have to begin, the colleges and universities have to begin, and then corporates will follow suit. Happy schools will create happy families. Happy families will create happy nations and communities. And happy nations will create the world. And youth, today, who is 60% of the population of India, you have a responsibility. Education does not mean responsibility of only teachers. Education is the responsibility of today's youth. We need together to make a radical change. We need to know what is it that true education and essence of education is about. Thank you so much, TEDxTCET, for this wonderful opportunity that all of you have given me. And I hope I have made sense, because I'm working at this new pattern of education myself. And part of it, and part of the education paradigm change that we need to do. And I hope these changes will happen and will be visible. Thank you so much, and I'm fully grateful to all of you for listening to me. Thank you.